Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back again with another video. So for today's video, should we start worrying about the Los Angeles Lakers? Obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers, they started off 0 and they didn't start off. They ended off 0-6 during the preseason. During this video, I'm gonna give my thoughts on it to see. I'm gonna give my thoughts on if I'm worried at all about this team. But the Lakers, they ended off 0-6. They didn't win any games at all during this preseason. Kind of reminded me of, when the 2012, I think it was 2013 Lakers with Dwight Howard, Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, Paul Gasol. They weren't they weren't a young team like the Lakers. The Lakers are not a young team. Both teams, we're gonna compare them a little bit. The 2012-13 Lakers with Dwight, Steve Nash, Kobe, Paul Gasol, they weren't a young team. Just like how the Lakers are right now. They weren't a young team. They weren't as old as how the Lakers are right now. They weren't too far off with age. But they started off 0-6. So, it's who knows what could happen. Hopefully we don't see any deja vu with the 2022 Lakers, 2012, 2013 Lakers. Hopefully we don't see any deja vu, because both teams started 0-6, and the 12-13 Lakers, they disappointed. Obviously, Kobe Bryant got injured. Kobe Bryant was like old at the time. He wasn't as old as LeBron, but like he was in his early to mid 30s at the time. LeBron James, he's gonna turn 37 really soon. So hopefully we don't see LeBron James get injured. Hopefully we don't see any deja vu from that 2012-13 Lakers year. So should we start to worry about the Los Angeles Lakers? Should we start to worry about them after they ended off 0-6? I mean, maybe a little bit. I'm worried a little bit because, injuries. I feel like I hope that injuries do not, get to the Lakers. I hope that neither LeBron James or AD or Russell Westbrook get injured at all, or any of our other key players on the team don't get injured at all. Like I'm a little worried about possible injuries in the future. Like we already saw Trevor Ariza get injured. We already seen, he's out right now. Taylor Horton-Tucker is out right now. So, I mean, Taylor Horton-Tucker is 20 years old, so it doesn't matter that much at all. But I hope, right now, I hope that the injuries will not get to Los Angeles Lakers. Russell Westbrook, though, his turnovers, honestly, you should not be surprised at all, because, Russell Westbrook, he is known for like his turnovers. Even before he joined the Lakers, he turned over the ball a good amount of time. If you're a Laker fan right now, you should not be so surprised about Russell Westbrook. If you look at Russell Westbrook before he went to the Lakers with his former teams, he turned the ball over a good amount of time. So this is nothing too new for him. But in my opinion, Russell Westbrook will get better over time with the Lakers. He will, develop better chemistry over time with the Lakers. As long as the big three can stay healthy, AD, Bron, and Russell Westbrook, and they develop good chemistry, this team is going to be good to go. And as long as Russell Westbrook shoots, not below average, as long as he doesn't shoot below average, as long as he shoots over 31%, with decent attempts per game, we're gonna be good. The Lakers are gonna be good, and as long as they all have chemistry, no injuries, they're gonna be good to go. So obviously it's preseason. I don't really care about preseason at all. Like LeBron James doesn't care at all about preseason. During the Kings game, a few nights ago, the Kings versus Lakers, the Lakers did take out the bench. They took out the starters during the last few minutes of the game when it was really close. So it just shows that they didn't really give a F about preseason. LeBron James, already know, does not give a F about preseason. But it's preseason. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about this team because it's preseason. Let's see how they start off though, because I predicted during my other videos that I did last week, I predicted that the Lakers were gonna start off not good, not bad. Bad to me is like when you out of 15 games you start off like 3-12 or 4-11. I don't think they're gonna start off good. I think I think they're gonna start off like 7-8, maybe 8-7. But who knows? I may be wrong, and they start off terrible, or they start off like 14-1 or 13-2 or even 15-0. But let's see what happens with the Los Angeles Lakers. This is preseason, so I'm not really too worried. All I'm worried about is potential injuries, and I'm also a bit worried about deja vu a little bit from 2012-2013 Lakers. I'm a little worried about that, but not too much. But obviously, you always gotta hope for the best. If you're a Laker fan, hope for the best. You want to hope that Russell Westbrook develops good chemistry with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and his turnovers are low. He doesn't turn the ball over that much, and that his 3-point shot and mid-range shot is decent. It doesn't have to be good. Russell Westbrook is not known for being a good shooter. He ain't no Steph Curry, but at least decent. As long as his jump shot is decent, he doesn't turn over the ball a lot, and he stays healthy. Not just saying about LeBron James, Anthony Davis. So as long as they all stay healthy, we're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. Nothing to worry about. They're gonna be good. So that is my thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers. As a Laker fan, I'm not worried about them at all. I'm not worried about them. Like, maybe a little bit, but I'm not really, too worried about them at all. If you're a Laker fan, though, if you're an NBA fan in general, are you worried about them? Like, are you worried about them? Did you see anything bad? Are you really too worried about them? In my opinion, I'm not too worried about them. If you are worried about them, just feel free to comment down below. Like, what are you worried about the most? For me, what I'm worried about the most is injuries, potential injuries. Like, don't be surprised if we see Carmelo Anthony go down with an injury. Don't be surprised if we see Dwight Howard go down with an injury. Hopefully I'm not like jinxing anything, but don't be surprised if like Rondo goes down with an injury or DeAndre Jordan goes down with an injury. Don't be surprised if that happens. But let's just hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope that every team in the NBA can stay healthy, cause we don't want to see any injuries at all. Obviously, LeBron James, I'm not worried about his health. He did have a long off season. He recovered a lot last year. He had a short off season. At least he won a championship though. But this year he had a really long off season. So him and Anthony Davis should be good. I don't think we should be worried about them too about health. I heard Anthony Davis who got a new trainer, trainer for his injuries and stuff like that. Something like that. So I'm not too worried about them too. And not about Russell Westbrook either. I'm not worried about them three. The only ones that I'm worried about is like Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan, because Rajon Rondo, because they're older too. They're in like their mid-30s. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers. They did have a disappointing preseason, but at the end of the day, nobody gives a F about preseason. Let's be honest. Nobody gives a F about preseason. Preseason doesn't matter at all. So NBA will officially start on Tuesday night. I'm really excited. Lakers versus Warriors. Like, oof, I'm really excited for it. Lakers versus Warriors. There are gonna be some other games too. So Tuesday, NBA season will start. Let's see how we're gonna see how the Los Angeles Lakers play. Cause Tuesday night versus the Warriors, they don't have Klay Thompson. If the Lakers do lose that game badly, with all of their players playing, I'm gonna start to worry about a little bit. Unless it's Steph Curry drops like 60 or 70 points or anything crazy like that. But if you guys didn't make it all the way to the end of the video, like this video if you're really excited for the new season. It's gonna officially start on Tuesday. Like this video if you're really excited. I'm definitely excited. I can't wait to see the Los Angeles Lakers play. I can't wait to see other team plays as well. I'm really interested in how Miami is gonna play. Miami, they finished off 5-1 in the preseason. I'm really interested in how Miami Heat is gonna do. If you're a Heat fan, comment down below if you're really excited for your team. Like Tyler Hero dropped 29 points last game. Oof, I'm really excited about this NBA team. So, just like I said, if you guys didn't make it all the way to the end of the video, like this video if you're really excited for the NBA season. if you're really excited about the NBA season, if you're excited about your team. And yeah, also comment down below one thing, comment down below if you're worried about the Lakers, why you're worried about them, just one thing you're worried about them, about the Los Angeles Lakers, or if, you would think that they will be good for the rest of the season. And yeah, also subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, and I'm out.